Hello, gamers. This is not an April Fool's joke. I am actually going to play some Dead by Daylight tonight. Um, I know it might be unbelievable, but I think that it would actually be kind of fun to play the My Little Oni modifier. I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw the like the modifier like announcement on Twitter, and I was like, okay, yeah, sure. Teeny tiny little survivors, gigantic Oni, very funny fake uh modifier that you guys are putting on Twitter, haha. And then I opened Twitch and I clicked on Just Ryan's stream, and no, it's literally teeny tiny little survivors, gigantic Oni. And I was like, you know what? I have to. It's April Fools. This is the day. This is the day that I can play Dead by Daylight on stream, and it's the most unserious that it can possibly be. It is only the original survivors, no licensed survivors. Obviously, it's the Oni. I believe. I am the April Fool. Yep. I just realized I forgot to close my door. 1 second. It is me. I am the April Fool. But I kind of kind of just wanted to play a little bit of Dead by Daylight. I will probably only play just a little bit of it and then switch either to Minecraft or just end a little bit earlier. I haven't felt the best today, but when else am I gonna play as a teeny tiny little survivor? Apparently Meg's hair is all really goofy as well, so that's fun. I'm gonna be playing as Jeff though, of course. Yeah, something about the hair is like weird in the game, I guess. Anyway, I'm scared. I have no idea why I get so fucking anxious when I stream Dead by Daylight. Why am I so nervous? Why? I was sitting here thinking about it and opening the game and opening all of my stuff, and I'm just anxious. More anxious than I am when I normally go to start streaming. Anyway, we're here. Oh, my game audio is turned way up, way too high.
This is Benjamin. Say hi, Benji.
Mate!
Hi, Raka. How are you doing? I love you. I hope you're doing well. So this is gonna be interesting. Oh, wait. Before we get in, actually, I have added some sounds. There are some commands still that are missing audio to go with them, but
oh my goodness.
Quack.
That is so loud. Why is that so loud and echoey? It is so dramatic. Oh yeah. Also the other one. Hang on. And I added Sophie's Sims happy emotion stinger sound as well. I think now Cat is still missing a sound and music.
Oh my
Cat
goodness.
Cat and music are missing sounds for their commands, and I still have to do some thinking, some plotting about what I want them to be. But Rev has their sound now, and so does Sophie, and I added one for Duck Dan as well. I might do like a duo Duck Dan, Duck Brayden command, possibly. But for now it's just Dan. I also think it would be very, very fun to figure out I think it would be very fun to figure out how to make the sound alerts play with the first time someone comes into chat, like that person comes into chat. I don't know how easy that would be to figure out. I feel like it would be kind of difficult for that to happen. Um, but maybe, possibly, it is goober behavior. Hi Tay, I love you. I hope you're doing well. We love being goobers around here. Being goobers is fun. Speaking of being goobers, however, we are playing Dead by Daylight. That's so weird to say. we are streaming Dead by Daylight. I'm testing out the My Little Oni modifier. And like I did when I first started streaming, any mods, VIP, or just cherished people in the community, if you would like to join, if you already have me added, just go ahead and jump in if you want to play the modifier. However, just know that the gameplay will be mediocre at best. I'm pretty sure you can't vault. So that's gonna be fun. God, what? Hmm? Do you possibly have Dead by Daylight updated? Maybe? Oh well. I don't remember if my lobby is it is friends only. If you do not have me added, let me know and we can like work it out. But I'm pretty sure that I have everyone. Yeah, there was an update today that I believe has something to do with this. I don't know how long we're going to be waiting between matches for a next game, but I want to play a little bit. Of course, the last time that I tried to stream Dead by Daylight, my OBS and computer kept crashing. So hopefully that won't happen again. I would hope that it doesn't happen again. Yeah, it's very interesting that none of the licensed characters are in this. I guess they do have to get permission to change anything about characters. That's why licensed characters have so like fewer cosmetics most times. It's because they have to like do not wait for me. Okay, I am ready. I know you can't see it because of the yeah. I am ready. I also added a button so that I can turn that off and on. I'm such a professional streamer. Getting food right now, but I'll jump in later. If I may be playing, I may quit playing Dead by Daylight. I just kind of wanted to get on and play just a little bit So I could be here, I could be not, but you are welcome to join. If I am still. I might switch to Minecraft and I might just end stream because I don't know, I just haven't felt the best today. I don't know if challenges work in this modifier, but I have one on. Can you even do gen? We have to figure this out. You can't, I don't think you can vault. At least that's what I heard someone say. You can't vault. And I think you, like, get killed. It's almost like a mini Mori. But I don't know. The fact that you can't, like, load up on really, really memey perks, it makes me sad as well. Because you can't have perks or anything. I feel like doing this this modifier while like doing all of the screaming perks would be so funny. I feel like that being able to be really memey with your perks would have been perfect for this. But I understand. Oh, oh, my hair is so long. What the fuck? Oh my god, that's quite a mane. That's quite a mane that he has. Everybody's hair longer. Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh no. Let's see. Can't vault. No. Let me find a pallet. Wait. Hang on. Why is this fucking with my spatial awareness so much? Yeah, get him! Oh yeah, we're all like dead. Okay, I get it. We're all 2 hooks already. Okay. Don't think I can update it right now. Oh no. Hang on, can we like throw pallets though? Yeah, we can't throw pallets, apparently. I kind of want to see how it works, but I don't want to drop the pallet. This is so ridiculous. Tried updating and it immediately kicked me from the server. Oh no. Oh no. It does really suck that you didn't get it when it was free on Epic. I know that you like want cross progression, obviously. Because it really sucks to not have. Just see the giant Oni up on the hill in the distance. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna have to play a round of Killer as well. Oh look, my challenge is working. My challenge is working. Oh! You ain't see shit. I'm too small. Ooh. Stomp. Oh my god. Oh, that's terrifying. Oh, that's terrifying. What the fuck? Knowing I can't vault, standing by the vault, just like, I can't vault. Yeah, that's how I feel when I just miss the vault. Oh no. Okay, do we actually go for hatch, or do we try to get killed so that we can see it? I don't have my pebble. No. This is so ridiculous. Can't see shit. You know, sometimes I forget that I'm actually, like, the rare times that I am streaming this game. Can he just see both doors? Yeah, he can. Let's go get killed. Can I moonwalk? Can I moonwalk? Need moonwalk. Oh, I moonwalked. Let's fucking go. Hello, sir. Sir, I don't think I can vault this pallet. So if you just went one way, like, you would catch up with me, my guy. You can also get your blorbs. Like, I don't mind. Get all the blorbs that you want. Come on! This is so ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. I love how I said, let's go get Moried, and then I... and then I decided to run him around a pallet. Why is that so loud? Jesus Christ. Why is this game so loud? Hi, Billy. I love you. I hope you're doing well. What the fuck is going on? Oh my god. This is fucking ridiculous. Yeah, I got the char or the icon, I guess. Hi, Amber. I love you. I hope you're doing well. I am tiny, teeny tiny, but got so much hair. So much hair. Why does everyone have so much hair? Like, how did that happen? I also have a soda. I'm technically supposed to be eating right now, but I'm streaming. But yeah, this feels very weird because I don't stream this game, so it feels odd to have to do commentary while I am playing this game because I haven't done this since, well, I guess I did play it during Lurk's charity stream that she was doing. for the trans agenda. But I don't normally have to like actually speak while I'm doing these things or read chat or react to chat. Hi Sari, I love you. I hope you're doing well. What is this, 2022? Yes, it is actually. We have gone back in time. That is the April Fool's joke. we have reverted back to our old ways. It feels like the only 2 times that I play Dead by Daylight on stream is like when something ridiculous is going on and when like something, or like it's the anniversary event. Those are the only 2 times that I have played this game on stream. Forgot that it's April Fool's. It is April Fool's. When I posted my live alert on Discord and on Twitter, I said, I promise this is not an April Fool's joke. I am playing Dead by Daylight. Because I figured that if I said, hey, I'm playing Dead by Daylight, everybody would be like, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. And so I had to preface it by saying that it's not an April Fool's joke. I promise. Hi, Mal. I love you. I hope you're doing well. I also forgot how keeping like conversation going is weird in between matches. When I like initially started streaming, back before I really knew anyone, I would like stream Dead by Daylight, and I would play Stardew in between matches because I was playing like really late at night. So I would, in the long like queue times, I would play Stardew Valley. And I would just like switch back and forth between the 2 games. I would have Stardew Valley up in the background. Didn't trust my eyes. Yep. Yep, that's what I was expecting. In VC with my friend for 6 hours and on my throat low-key hurts. Yeah. Glad you've been having fun though. Sometimes I miss the slow queue times. Yeah. Yeah, you know, when we actually like had like we had like a lot of time between games. Oh, is it always this map? It might always be this map. This is so ridiculous. The fact that this game has not given me diversion oh. Is frankly kind of bullshit. Yeah, get him! No, 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 no. So they can break the pallets. You ain't seeing shit. I'm too tiny. Isn't always this map, it can be a different one too. Oh, okay, cool. First I've seen of this event and it's so fucking stupid. It is, and that is why I wanted to play it. It's kind of stupid because you literally only get 2 hits and then the killer can mori, like mini mori you. I don't even think that you can get like, I don't even think that you can get healed. Yeah, you kicked that gen. Yeah, I saw like the modifier post on Twitter and I was like, I love how you can still crouch. You can make yourself even smaller. Wait. Do we have like urban evasion? Or am I just, because we're so tiny it looks faster? Hope he's angry. He's mad as hell. That username, I love you. I hope you're doing well. I saw like the modifier on Twitter and I was like, okay, very, very funny, like fake modifier on April Fool's Day, haha. And then I actually like opened someone's stream and they were playing it as Meg and Meg's hair looks so fucked. We ain't seeing shit. I kind of want to loop him like this. No! No! Come back! I did see Meg's hair already. I saw like a picture of it in the replies of the I wanna loop while I'm really tiny. No. Fine. I'll do it, Jen. Wait, no. Oh, no. I wanna loop while you're gigantic and I'm teeny tiny. Pippi Longstockings. Oh my god, you're right. He's collecting the blorbs. It's interesting that I don't think you can be healed the first time you get hit. I don't think there's anything I can run to. Oh, hello. It's so ridiculous. Oh my god. Sir, can you please chase me? Preferably at a pallet. Oh, he's angry. Oh, he's mad as hell. Oh, look at him go. Wait, does it just open the doors? Wait, it just opens the doors? Wait a second, wait a second. Oh, he's so mad. Forgot shirtless Vito isn't his base. Oh no. Wait, can I get his attention? I can't run between his legs. No, wait. Hey. He can't see me. I'm too small. Hey, sir. Hey, sir. Sir. Hey, I'm down here. I'm down here. Could you step on me, please? Yeah. Want to be stepped on? Bonk. Oh my god. Oh my god, this game is ridiculous. However, I have tier what was that, 35? Unlocked. How long is this rift going still? 8 days. You know, I kind of wondered if I would get far enough in the rift to get some of the Alan Wake stuff, but I don't think it's worth just like getting this much because there's 8 days left. This is just like the old days where I'm too anxious to talk on VC, but my friends still play with me. It is absolutely ridiculous. I'm only on tier 62. Yeah, I'm about half of that. Of course, I also play none, but you can also blame Concerned Ape for that. Concerned Ape came out with the update for Stardew Valley, and Sari was like, "Oh, Stardew Valley, my beloved." But yeah, I like I saw the video on Twitter and I was like, haha, very funny, fake modifier. Yada yada. And then I opened Twitch and I opened Just Ryan's stream. And I was like, well, I guess it's not fake. Can't trust anything on April Fools. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Anyway. Yeah, fuck that guy. I love Stardew Valley so much. I have almost 40 hours in my save. That's how I read that in my mind. I think I'm on the last item of the rift. Wow. Imagine being a Dead by Daylight sweat. I'm honestly surprised that I've gotten as far as I did. And I think I only did because Alan Wake came out when the rift was going on. And I actually like wanted to play and I wanted to level him up, and I kind of wanted to see how far I could get in the rift to see if I could like see if it was worth like buying the rift. Yeah, it's sad that we can't play Alan Wake. All of the licensed survivors and stuff are in timeout. I was done like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Wow, imagine being a sweat in Dead by Daylight. I need to finish playing Alan Wake 2. I've been playing it for like 3 months. But again, fucking Stardew Valley and Minecraft coming in, ruining all of our plans. played that Nia Deep Rift skin the other day because Squish wouldn't surrender the red version. I honestly don't know what's in the Rift. I'm not gonna lie to you. Hang on. Let me look. I know, all I know is that there's like the Oh Dear Diner Thermos. Oh yeah, the emo. The extreme, I guess it would be more like scene. Oh my god, there's a P100 Kate. Yeah, let's go. Oh my god. Absolutely ridiculous. Sometimes I do think about playing Dead by Daylight on stream again. Cause like, I feel like I'm in a much healthier mindset about it now that my like addiction has gone down. Like I was addicted to Dead by Daylight. I will admit that. Sorry, the camera angle, the camera keeps getting me. Ah! There's a man. Whoa! Ah! Oh, I'm so sorry, David. Oh. No, Sari. Stump. My game was breaking. Oh no, I'm sorry. No. We'll live on in our hearts forever. I'm sorry. That is kind of like the downside of this, is that you literally get like one chance. Is stream really delayed? I haven't dropped any frames, but oh. Well, that was fast. Is the stream struggling? No. I'm always just so close to the hatch and then I died. Thank you for the lurk, Mal. Yeah, the games are like really fast. It's not struggling, there's just a 10-second delay. Let me see. Oh god, I just flashbanged myself. And this is not really an event, it's the modifier, but whatever. Hey, let me see. Yeah, that is a little bit more delayed than it normally is. course, Raka, if you are um doing something else, completely ignore that and go about what you're doing. But you mentioned joining in. Why is the delay so long? That is so weird. It is a lot more of a delay than. Hi, Raka. I feel like I have a legal obligation to check and see how all the other like characters look. Like I'm pretty sure even in like the little trailer, Nia's like hair was like way longer. And of course, Meg's hair is just Pippi Longstockings. Yeah, I don't know what could have caused that to be a little bit more delayed than usual, but hopefully it doesn't get any worse. Um, yeah, this is kind of a really stupid event that they're doing, but it's actually a lot of fun. Apparently, challenges are working. I don't know if they actually complete, but I have been getting the shards or whatever they are. I feel like there are so many other. Yeah, this is something that I don't get to show off that often because I don't play um Dead by Daylight like anywhere anybody can see me play it anymore, but I have 100%ed the first 9 tomes. Like completely done every single challenge on every level. Like I can never tell if that's like a ridiculous thing that I've done. Oh god. This one. Oh yeah, this is when Gabriel came out. I never even finished the first level. Maybe I'll do this one instead. I was leveling up, I had not touched this gate. Any of the default survivors, yeah, that's fair. I had a very strong Dwight phase when I first started playing. And then I was an Ace main for a little bit. I um I also had a Jane like phase that I went through for like quite a while. Just need my game to not throw a fit so I can see if I get the escape on this challenge. Yeah, we need to figure out if the challenges actually work on this. I really want to know. Um Crescendo was the last tome you 100%ed, and it was the first full tome I was there for. I started playing when Blight and Felix came out. I feel like that was around the time that I like first started playing. Oh, I didn't mean to pause that. I meant to mute. So sorry. It's a very good song. I came in when Felix and Blight had just come out, and then like I like kept up with all of the challenges, and then I would go back to like the first, because that's just how my brain likes to like sort through things, is like I like to do it like oldest to newest. So I would keep up on my like the current tome, but when I was done with the current tome, I would go back to like the oldest ones. And the oldest challenges are some of the most ridiculous. Like there's that what is that? What was that one called? It was like premonition. Is that the perk? What is the perk where like you get the notification when you're looking in the direction of the killer? Where you had to like point at the killer when the perk went off. That was such a weird challenge. Okay, I'm so sorry to pause the music. Yeah, her hair is really long. What happened that made their hair really long? Like what what caused that? Like obviously they shrunk everyone, but oh yeah, Meg's hair. Oh my god. That looks ridiculous. I know. Run, Raka. Run. No. Leave the poor Dwight alone. He's so tiny. Oh, nice palette. Hi, Kier. I love you. No, Dwight. Yeah, I kind of wish the queues were a little bit longer. No. Rest in peace. I wish the queues were a little bit, like, shorter, because the games can be, like, very, very short. No, Sari! No! I'm just shadowing. I'm shadowing the Loopz. For absolutely no reason. Look at them go! No way you spun him while you're so tiny. Oh no, it was a pallet. No. Teeny tiny. No. The game is throwing a fit again. I'm so sorry, Sari. Ah, no, don't chase me. No. Look at him go. You can't vault that pallet. There's a pallet over here. Ah. Yeah, get him. Is there no pallet on this loop? Did it already get thrown? Ah! Wait. I wonder if you... You ain't seen shit. Yeah! We are ant size. This is ridiculous. Oh my god. As soon as I get into chase, it just doesn't want to work. It'll just keep W keying. That is so weird. Yeah, I wish the queues were a little bit shorter because the games can be very short. Yeah, we'll wait for you, Sari. "13 seconds of delay. I wonder why that is. Because I haven't dropped any frames. It's just more delayed than it normally is. I don't think I've changed any of my settings. Yeah, that is kind of delayed. Hopefully it's not getting worse or anything. Hang on, who else do I have to see about their hair? Should I see if it changes Adam's hair? It didn't seem like it changed Dwight's hair too much. No, we have to see Jake. Shout out, question mark, 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 question mark. Please take a moment to follow question mark at internal server error. Honestly, my streams could always be this delayed, but you just notice it because we're in the same game together. Why are you shouting out question marks? Aside from just to see. I don't know what it could be aside from just being stinky. Because of the song. Oh. Captions are ahead of the audio too. That is so weird. I am so confused. But I mean, like last time I tried to stream Dead by Daylight, my game and my computer and OBS kept crashing and like ending my stream. So like I guess like a small delay is a little bit better. Also, hi Kira, I love you. I hope I said that. I feel like I read what you said and then I didn't actually say hello to you. DVD is cursed. That is very true. My computer in OBS is like, what the fuck? You are streaming Dead by Daylight? What is wrong with you? Are you okay? Are you dying? I have been thinking a little bit about adding Dead by Daylight back into a very, very spread out rotation on my stream. Like obviously it would be like for very special occasions and only when I like really, really felt like it. And if the games turn sour, I would have a backup plan in the wings. But I've been thinking about it because sometimes playing Dead by Daylight can be fun. Now, maybe that is a little bit biased because I have been playing almost exclusively on Slimeball Steve's open lobby days, which are always a lot of fun because Steve is a lot of fun. But I don't know. I've been thinking about it. Doing some head-ons, doing some really bad chasing, some looping. It might not be the worst. But also, I don't know. I I have such a weird relationship with streaming Dead by Daylight. Cuz it felt like when I first started streaming, everyone was just there because they liked Dead by Daylight or they like wanted to. Oh, it's ad break, by the way. Ads. It's actually perfect amount of queue time for the ads. However, I just basically just listened to Hosier and decomposed for a little bit, approximately 3 minutes. But yeah, I'm not sure. I've been kind of like Okay, so Jake's hair doesn't look any different. Maybe a little bit bigger. I hear him running in the distance. Him look. Him glance. Him get stuck on a tree. I'm gonna have to play at least like one round of killer. Just to see how it goes. And what it's like. Ooh. Or nor. No. Oh, see, this guy knows that we can't jump the pallets at least. The really high-pitched yell. Oh my god. Stomp. I wish I could get a better look at the stomp, you know? The camera, like, glitched. That's so sad. The delay got worse. I'm not dropping any frames. Break his break his ankles, witchy souls. You got this. Look at this comp gaming. There are no lockers as well. Why did I just notice that? Can't vault pallets. I'm not dropping any frames. That's weird. That is very weird. Yeah, you were on that gen. That's okay. I'm not dropping any frames. I mean, like, I can keep an eye on my, like, GPU to see if it spikes. And causes it to, like, causes OBS to, like, lag. Lag. If you just go for the doors, they should be open. At least they were in the other game. I could have escaped the first game. Easy! Huge escape. I feel like in the ending screen here, we should be tiny as well. Barely see us through the grass. Hey, let's go! Huge escapes. Who else should we look at? Should we get first-person experience of the Meg hair? I think we should. Ah! Ah! Steffi, would you like the game? But ah! Hi, Kippy! I love you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for trusting me with your community. Hello. How was your stream? What were you doing? You were playing Dead by Daylight. Of course you were playing Dead by Daylight. Were you being teeny tiny? Were you being oh so itty bitty small? Were you being stomped on by the Oni? Steffi, would you like the game? But yeah, thank you so much for trusting me with your community. I don't normally play Dead by Daylight, but hello, welcome in, Pear, hello, and Dog ×3, and Mal. How are you guys doing? Huge cat kiss. I'm not normally one to play Dead by Daylight. However, this modifier looked absolutely ridiculous. And I had to. Stream was so fun and silly. I was being small and being stepped on was scary. Yep. I wish the camera view of you getting stepped on was a little bit better. Because like the couple of times that I've had it happen to me, it like kind of like glitches into the Oni's like calf. I'm getting a headache. Mal, go take care of yourself. I swear to God. Everybody drink some water. Some water. I do have a raid video. If anybody here is new, ow, I just punched my microphone. I'm so sorry. If anybody here is new and would like to know the general vibe of the stream, I will warn you, it's a lot of chaos. It's a lot of different games. It's a lot of swearing, and it's a lot of not knowing what the fuck is going on. Anybody here, if you're not already following Kippy, please do. I love you guys. I love you very much. It's always so nice to see you. Kippy is a lot of fun, plays a lot of different games. But yes, this is the general vibe of the stream. Okay, enjoy. Okay. Pussy. Whoa! Fuck! Would you like a cat? I have some. They're right over there. Cat. Cat. You stole my cat. We look ridiculous. It would be kind of funny. Let them eat poop. Really? Really, Sophie? Ah! Oh my god, my cat's sneezing.
Lives. Plenty of time, gamers, and I'm right by a door. They're probably gonna bring me in a little more. Yeah, good call. Oh, Limes, you heckin' legend! Oh my goodness, Limes. Limes! My goodness, Limes!
Fuck. Anyway, hello. Hopefully that went well. I forgot that I'm a little bit my stream seems to be a little bit delayed. But that is the general the general vibe of the stream. That was actually one of the first time I'd ever played Among Us, and I panic murdered one of my friends in front of my other friend, Kiersey, who was stuck talking in a British accent, which was very funny.
Miles, I fucking love you too.
Yes, the head-on save with Steve that's in my raid video was actually coincidentally like the day or the day before Steve actually asked me to mod for him. So he like saw me get that sick head-on save and he was like, must mod the head-on saver. I mean, like I was also just like a consistent watching. I was consistently at his streams and supporting him and stuff like that. Yes, Kippy, go take care of yourself. Do your after stream self-care. If anybody here is not already following Kippy, please do. I'd be a little bit surprised if if people here aren't already following Kippy, because Kippy is also a very beloved person in Steve and Rev's communities and everything. But please do follow Kippy. And he modded me after I said the C word. Yes, Steve has some very interesting mods, and we are two of them. I remember being on vacation. I feel like that happened when I was on vacation, because I was like, I don't know. I feel like you were like, I feel like I wasn't available to get you out of the like the auto timeout that Stream Elements put on you. Yeah, Sarah, that was also something that happened. Thank you for the hydrate. Also, hi Pastel, I love you. I hope you're doing well. Everybody else drink some water as well. I have soda here, but I drank the the fucking hair. Oh my god. It is Pippi Longstockings. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is so funny. Oh my god. Absolutely ridiculous. Pippi Longstocking. It is. It literally is. Oh my god. They're so tiny. Oh no. I want to get like a good chase in this mode, and I just don't think that's gonna be possible. How long does this mode last? Till April 3rd? Ah! Yeah, it's gonna be on for a few days at the very least. No, Raka! No! Bonk. Ah! Shadowing all of the chases. I'm sorry. Oh, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. My deepest apologies. No. Oh my god. Did I make it around a second time? Oh my god. He's got jukes. Ah! Ah! Sir, you're so large. You can't moonwalk this. However, you can just bloodlust this, so there's that. Can they even get bloodlust? I feel like that would be a very funny thing to find out. He's got the reach! No! Bonk. What a big boy he really is. Pippi Langstrumpf. I feel like that is a better name, actually. Absolutely ridiculous. These games aren't even long enough for my Stream Deck to disconnect from Spotify. And that's kind of a bad thing because the games are short. Okay, let's see. Who else's hair do we want to see? Let's see Fangs. Let's see if Fangs is any different. Like, closest friends were German growing up. Oh, interesting. It is very interesting the way that some people will adjust, like, characters' names to either, like, make it easier for other people to say or just make it, like, sillier, I guess. I don't know. I feel like Longstockings is a very silly name. I feel like that would grab the attention of many children. It did for me, at the very least. I am so sorry that I sandbagged you. In my defense, you're very small. And I didn't realize you were coming that way. He does have the reach, though. Seeing Fang in her, like, base outfit is so weird. Very odd. You know, it's very interesting, like, not streaming this game. Oh, you want to see Sable's hair? It's like a mane, I swear to God. It comes down to, like, here. All of their hair is, like, way longer. And I have no idea how it works. And, like, why exactly, like, that happens? Like, obviously, the characters are smaller. Longstocking is the one-for-one translation, but it just feels wrong, please. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for the American saying of it. Yeah, I think I might play Dead by Daylight for another half hour and then maybe play a game of Killer and then we might head out after that. Also, Fresh, thank you for the follow. I don't or Pear. I don't know why I called you Fresh. It's fine. I have definitely heard everybody call you Pear. It's fine. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Boyfriend doesn't believe you that Pippi Longstocking exists in English-speaking countries as well. We all grew up thinking this is a German-only thing. Nope. I definitely saw the movie. Shit, I forgot it's Monday. Oh no. What's up? Butt trees, yeah. My butt friend doesn't believe me that Pippi Longstocking exists in English speaking butt trees. Imagine Buttspot doesn't have a Slimeball Steve sub. You know what? I feel like that's embarrassing. Or after this one, I gotta go to bed. Completely understand, sorry. Hydrate. Okay. I am gonna have to go pee soon because I've been drinking soda. Your butt friend. I feel like that means something. The cartoon was amazing. She can carry a horse over her head. Yeah, I feel like I saw like a live action movie, if I'm remembering correctly. Oh my god. There are Michaelas, and I'm a Sable. What if we held hands and we worked on gens while we were really teeny tiny? I want a butt friend. Okay, Billy. Yeah, it means your friend is a butt. Oh, okay. That's better. See, the hair is so long. Like, why is the hair this long? It goes all the way down her back. The grass, hang on. Like, maybe it's not actually like that much longer. It's just kind of like flipping up, but here's stumpings. Who wants to be my butt friend? Raise of hands. Hello. Hello. We're so teeny tiny. Oh, here comes the boy. Hello, boy. No, DJ Velasquez. No. Mini butts. Yeah, we're talking about butts. Listen, okay? Butts are nice. So did they actually, like, go through and take out some of the, T&Ls? Because I don't think I've seen one. Here comes the boy. Coating the hair is too hard. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm so teeny tiny, you can't even see me. I'm an ant. I feel like this modifier and Pebble would be so fucking fun. You know? Ah, he saw me! I'm too tiny. You ain't see shit. Oh god. I feel like there's no pallet here either. Fellas, I feel like I might be dead. There's no pallet here either. Spin him! This game is ridiculous. Welcome back, Mal. Heal me! Heal me! Heal me! Sorry. I'm not sandbagging, I swear. Hee. No! Ah! No! I got stomped on. Love the hair? Honestly, yeah. I can understand that maybe no, I'm so close. I'm so close. Come on, you can do it. Yeah. Michaela's hair looks really good, actually. What the hell? That's a good chase. I was happy with that. Not G's. Not G's. Sorry, I didn't heal you. I don't think you can. I'm just giving you a hard time. Wish it was giant spirit. Yes, it was. I believe Kippy mentioned giant huntress. Need a Michaela cosmetic where she has longer curly hair. I feel like that would be very cool. Thank you for gaming, Sari. I love you very much. Like I said, I'm probably gonna play for a little bit longer. Oh, Raka, would you still like to keep playing? If you gotta go do your stuff, that is completely cool. I'm gonna play for like a half an hour longer. Thank you for gaming, Raka. It's always a good time hanging out and gaming. It was almost, you know, Sari, it was almost like all those years ago. It was like 2 years ago. Where we would play Dead by Daylight and I would be too anxious to be in VC. And we would all get really, really mad at video games. Giant Hunters probably wouldn't work with the hatches because you'd have to be an M1 killer. That is true. I think there are no lockers on this modifier. Miss those days. Yeah, I miss those days as well. We would get really, really mad at the video game and then we would stop playing. But the games were always a good time hanging out with everyone. I need Meg's hair as a cosmetic now. Yeah. Pippi Longstocking crossover with Dead by Daylight. When? Question mark. Give it. Our DMs were just filled with us chatting shit about the matches. Yep. You're like, can't believe I got tunneled out at 4 gens. And everybody else would be like, I'm sorry, I tried to take the heat from you. And everybody else would be like, it's not your fault. It's the killer's fault. We hate the killer. Yeah, I do kind of miss those days. I miss when I would play Dead by Daylight for hours at a time. Now I play like 4 games maybe in a day. And I'm like, I'm good. Yeah, we need to figure out when we can play Baldur's Gate again, and we also need to have like a night where we play like Demonologist. Cuz I feel like they announced some new stuff in Demonologist. I genuinely can't tell if what they talked about was an April Fool's joke or not. They talked about like a new map. But I can't trust anything that is told to me today. Everything is a lie. Yeah, I also kind of want to play some Faz because there are achievements. And I want them achievements. You're not LGBTQIA plus all at the same time? What? Oh, April Fool's, okay. Good. You had me worried there for a second. All at the same time. Sorry. The Minecraft hyperfixating is fixating a lot right now. It's been making me feel left out. I'm sorry, Sari. We definitely should game together and go exploring. In Minecraft. I don't know exactly how you play multiplayer Minecraft aside from having like a server, which I've only been in one server. I have one server, and that is it. You don't want a cat kiss? Oh, April Fools. Oh, thank God. Oh my God. I was worried there for a second. Do you get an achievement if you get all of them at once? Yes. There's an achievement for escaping a revenant in Faz, which is terrifying. Revenants are so fast. Terrifying. I'm default. Oh no. Is our lobby broken? Dwight. It's just you and me. Okay, Yui's here. Good. And Claudette. Good. Yeah, hopefully Sari's plan is to get a gaming laptop within the next couple of months. And then maybe they can join in and we could all have our houses near each other and we could be the Fruits neighbors. Money man. Yeah, hopefully Sarah can get the gaming laptop that they've been looking at for a while. Also, Sarah, go to bed. Thank you for gaming. I love you very much. I miss you. Hopefully we can all game together again. Sorry. Sorry, it still gets me. It's still getting me. Oh, I hear him off in the distance. Good night, Sari. Love you, Sari. Sleep well, Sari. I'm sorry, that was loud. Forget that on OBS I don't have the filters that I do on Discord. Huge cat kiss. Yeah, I genuinely don't know. Oh man, Bunny Man is gaming. Break his ankles. Get him. Get him. Sandbag me, I don't really care. Don't sandbag me, actually. Bunny Man is gaming. Holy shit. Oh, so sorry. That was the spectator's curse. I'm so sorry, Bunny Man. Bunny Man, I'm so sorry. My bad. My bad. Squished. Squished. You ain't seen shit. We're good. We're good. We're good. This game is ridiculous. Bravo Force. I won't say anything complimentary about this survivor that's sleeping because spectators curse and all of that. Oh. Huge. We're ants. What is this, a video game for ants? I got a moonwalk, hang on. Why is it easier to moonwalk while I'm an ant? Oh. Whoa. Bravo Force in danger. Moonwalking has always hurt my hand. Yeah, we should probably just go. Bravo Force is not being chased. Let us not overstay our welcome. This is absolutely ridiculous. Come on, the white. Okay. Oh, I don't think they were in. Oh, well. Okay. So I might switch over and do a game or two of Killer. Possibly. Just to see how it goes. Also, challenges are working. Chased by the killer for a total of 120 seconds. Knock down a survivor within 30 seconds of downing another survivor. One time. No. While using forced hesitation. Fuck no. Hit a survivor with your weapon 12 times. Sure. I think I might switch over and play a game of killer. But first, I have to pee. I'm so sorry. I should probably wait until my next ad roll. But I have got to go to the bathroom. I'm so sorry. Enjoy the music. I will be right back. Hello. Hi, Bliss. I love you. I hope you're doing well. So nice to see you. Hello. We're gonna play a match or two of Oni. Hopefully the queue times will be better. That is the the BRB intermission scene that I usually use for when I'm running ads, because I always do a break. However, this time I just really had to pee, so I'm gonna chase some ants. This crew looks like a bunch of gamers. I think these fellas are some gamers. I think they're gonna be kind of too OP actually. Haven't really seen this game mode. Yeah, it's a little ridiculous. Just a tiny little bit ridiculous. The hairs are really long for some reason on the survivors. Admittedly, I am very much not a killer gamer, so I don't know how well this is gonna go. I really did see like the Modifier like trailer thing on Twitter, and I was like, okay, haha, very funny fake Modifier trailer on Twitter. That's very funny. And then I like opened Twitch and I opened Just Ryan's stream, and he was playing as the Meg with the Pippi Longstocking's hair in the tiny version, and I was like, okay. It's an actual thing. It's an actual thing. Okay. As soon as your power gauge is full, you can no longer see blood orbs or absorb them. The more you know. Oh my god, okay. Oh, I'm tall. So tall. Jesus. Where are these tiny little ants? They appear to be AFK. We're gonna chill with them. They might have readied up and then left. This is a really old-timey thing that I used to do. Where when someone is AFK, I just kind of stand by them. Yeah, let's go! Start running! Start running! Oh, she's looping. Oh, she's gonna spin me. Oh, she's gonna pound stun me. Ah! Oh, I stepped on her. No, she got me again. I should probably actually, like, hit her. Where'd she go? Where'd she go? She run that back this way. I actually lost her. Where'd she go? I'm so tall, but I can't see anything. Help. My tracking is already terrible. Oh god, I'm being gen rushed. Ah! Oh god. I'm a giant Oni. I'm chasing his arena. Music, hi! And V-dubs, oh my god, hi! I've lost the survivor. Ah! No! I've been gen rushed. No. Get out of here, Jane.
Musicbox 716 just subscribed.
That was a lot. Music and V-dub, thank you so much for the raids. I appreciate you. Welcome in. Thank you for trusting me with your community. There's the second raid sound. Jane, my love. No. 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 Just leave. My love. God. Why are you huge? Excellent question. This is actually currently a modifier of the game. There's like a new mode for Dead by Daylight where for April Fools where the survivors are teeny tiny and the killer, which is always Oni, is gigantic. I played some Survivor earlier and I decided to check out the killer. And I immediately lost the survivors. I'm so bad at tracking at tracking survivors. But hello, welcome in, Music. Thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate it. And thank you both for trusting me with your community. I don't know if we got some of the shout outs ready, but there we go. Legends of Zelda Ocarina of Time and Dead by Daylight. Let's go. Were you playing the modifier? I must know. But welcome in. Thank you for trusting me with your communities. It is always so nice to see both of you. I do not normally play Dead by Daylight, but for this absolutely wild modifier, I kind of wanted to check it out, see what was going on with it. I do have a raid video if anybody new here would like to know the general vibe of the stream. It is a lot of different games. It is a lot of swearing, and it is a lot of not knowing what the fuck is going on. You did play the modifier for a little bit. That is very cool. I hope you had a lot of fun. But this is the raid video. If you would like to see it, enjoy.
Come over here.
Okay. Pussy. Whoa, fuck. Would you like a cat? I have some. They're right over there. Cat. Cat. You stole my cat. We look ridiculous. It would be kind of funny. Let them eat poop. Really? Really, Sophie? Ah! Oh my god, my cat's sneezing.
Lives. Plenty of time, gamers, and I'm right by a door. They're probably gonna bring me in a little more. Yeah, good call. Oh, Limes, you heckin' legend! Oh my goodness, Limes. Limes! My goodness, Limes!
Fuck. Fuck. Indeed. Anyway, hello. That is the general vibe of the stream. Obviously, V-dubs and Music, if you have to go take care of yourself after your streams, please do. Go do your after-stream self-care. You know, drink some water, get some food, take a nap, lay on the floor. All of that fun stuff. And if anybody here is not following Music or V-dub, please do. They are very, very cool. I love Music and Music's mom so much. They are absolutely beloved. And V-dub, I have seen, I believe I met you through Cade? Was it Cade? I'm not sure. But obviously very beloved, plays a lot of cool games. Or was it Steve? I'm sorry. There are so many communities. I get a little bit confused on where I originally met someone from. Anyway, we are playing the My Little Oni modifier today. I'm gonna try another killer game and hopefully not lose the survivors as soon as I hit them. I have a bad habit of doing that. In a blender of community. Yeah, that is fair. Yep. I think it was from Steve. Yep. I have met so many incredible people through Steve. I'm sorry, what is that name? What is that name? Hale's twerking cheeks. Okay. GG's. Good name. But yeah, I have met so many incredible people through Steve, through Rev, through Duck Dan, through Cade, through just everybody. Through Cam. And sometimes I like to like keep track of where I met someone with, because I'll say, oh yeah, I met them. They're a homie. Oh, there's an ad break going on. Whoops. We have a little bit. Tonight's gonna be a little bit odd. I'm not gonna do a full break for ad, but there is an ad going on. I had a friend for a while who would say Megmain, but they would like censor the term Megmain. It's ridiculous. Had I thought about the ad break coming up, I would have paused. Oh my god, I'm so tall. How do I keep forgetting that I'm so tall? Checking the gens. Gonna get gen rushed again. Hello? Where are the survivors? They're so small. Just got stuck on that. Ha! I'm coming. It seems like there are 3 gens that need to be completed because like survivors can't use a lot of the resources. Oh yeah, my head is in the way of where the gens are. Like the number. I feel like there's an ant around here somewhere, but I don't know where they are. Ha! Ha! I see one! I see one running through the corn. Ha 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 ha. The end. Here we go. Oh no, I lost him. Yeah, it also seems like there are no lockers. Anywhere. See scratch marks. Hang on, I gotta kick this gen. I wanna see. You just kicked the top of this gen. No, I can't find anyone. I'm so bad at this game. They're so tiny. So tiny, small, and I can't see them. Ah ha ha ha! Ah ha ha! You made the corn move. I got you. No! No! Get back here. But yeah, it seems like there's only 3 gens that need to be done. Hey, get back here. Squish. Yeah, there's only 2 gens that need to be done, and 3 gens that need to be done. Everybody is already second hook. They are also like broken when they are injured the first time, so they can't be healed. Yeah, it is very quick games. Very quick games. It's a little bit ridiculous. It's a little bit ridiculous. Like, the games are so fast that my Stream Deck doesn't disconnect from Spotify every time. Yeah, you can't. It seems like you can't heal. You are broken as soon as you are injured the first time. You can't vault. Killers are obviously like extremely tall. But the reach is absolutely insane. We'll play one more, I think. How long is this event? Yeah, it'll be on for, I think they said for 48 hours from like earlier today. So it'll be a couple of days. I really saw, oh my god. Ah! Not the four-man Sable PC squad. I'm gonna get shit on. Who's your favorite survivor? I have been a Jeff main for a very long time. I feel like Jeff will always be my main. I have, however, been playing a lot of Alan Wake as well. I'm a huge Alan Wake enjoyer. Sorry. Sorry, the close up keeps fucking killing me. Oh my god. So I think I'm just gonna like continue prestiging Jeff. And then there was someone here. There was a survivor hiding around here somewhere. They're so tiny. I can't. You just bonked my head on the stem of that. Oni fans. Yep, that is exactly what it is. Where are they? Ha 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 ha! I see a Sable. Oh, she's so speedy. I'm gonna get shit on by these Sables, but it's fine. Oh, she's running. Run for the pallet. That's basically all you can do is like throw pallets. I don't even think you can vault them, really. At least I haven't been able to. I think they might have gone through and disabled. No. I don't think you can vault pallets. You can't vault windows. Although I'm also just like not absorbing any of the blood orbs. No. She's running this so well. Optimal pathing? Optimal pathing? However, she has a TNL here, so that is not ideal. Oh, she's running for that pallet, though. That's one Sable down. Where are they? Squeesh. Any other Sables? Yeah, I think my issue is just that I can't see where survivors are. Oh, look, Blorbs. I have forgotten to collect any of them. I'm so slow. Perfect pathing. Aha! Where'd they go? They're too tiny. They're too small. Too teeny tiny. I can't see them. Oh, they're just running. I think they're just running for the exit because they know they can get out. I love them trying to spin me. Oh yeah, huge hit takers. Huge hit takers. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Takius and Press-Ons. That's an incredible name. Honestly, this modifier is a lot of fun. And very silly. And it was the perfect April Fool's kind of thing to do. However, I think that's going to be it for me tonight. I am going to open up Twitch and see who's on. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I do not normally play Dead by Daylight on stream. So this is a very cool experience that we've had. Abandonment. I'm so sorry. But like I had mentioned earlier, I was only gonna play for a little bit. I actually ended up playing Dead by Daylight longer than I thought I would. I figured I'd get on, play a little bit, and then hop off, play some Minecraft or something. But let me see who's on, who might be playing the modifier, because I see Sharky is on. Circa is on. Let's see. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me, and those that played, thank you for the games as well. I think we might go to Sharky. Let me open up my own stream. Because for some reason I don't like reading out through OBS. Don't ask me why. I have no idea. Yeah, I think we're going to go for Sharkbox. Sharkbox does not look like he is playing the modifier right now, but we do love... That's shout out. That is not raid. Okay. We're going to go hang out with Sharkbox. If you are not following Sharkbox already, please do. I love you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. If you guys wanted to do a Limes raid with the Arrive, or with Pride, or with Cool Cat, or with Popcorn, or with what else do I have? Doritos Chip, or whatever you wanted to do, that is cool. If you wanted to keep lurking, then that is cool as well. Again, Kippy, Music, and VDub, thank you guys so much for the raids and trusting me with your community. It is always lovely to see you guys. And if anybody here, again, is not already following those wonderful people, please do. They are all incredible, and I love them very much. We're going to go raid Sharkbox. He is playing Dead by Daylight, plays a lot of DBD. Join the Discord. That's not how you spell Discord. Join the Discord for more information about when I'm going live and what I'm doing and when I'm streaming and occasional cat pictures. I love you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. And I feel like there's something else that I normally say, but I don't remember. So, bye!